Chris Trapani started a successful real estate company in Los Gatos called Serena Group, which is spread to other cities such as Los Altos, Santa Cruz, Saratoga, and Palo Alto. He took a chance by creating his business, a chance he did not have to take. Chris was already one of the more successful agents in the Santa Clara County, and from a well-respected family living in Saratoga. Serena Group's goal is not only to make profit, but more importantly, to help the community around it.
And we actually have a 1% for Good program where, we allow our salespeople to direct 1% of our gross revenues, where we basically are in a matching program with them, and these dollars get pumped into local causes.
Chris tries to steer around the traditional corporate way of running a business and instead base his business on having a value of a soul. In a field of business that is secluded and more about the individual, Chris Trapani tries to make his company a culture by bringing people together. Chris is also an excellent example of someone who knows how to balance between work, family, and staying true to his values. Whether it's business, family, or faith, Chris strives to be successful by teaching people how to accomplish the same balance in their lives.
He's very genuine. He's very much in the moment, and I've had people talk to me about him and ask if he's real, and one of the things I can say about Chris is that he is real.
Chris Trapani has had a total of 23 years in the real estate industry. He was a sales agent for 10 years, but then his former company was acquired by a publicly traded company, so Chris worked his way into management. He was a president of a large region in Northern California for Coldwell Banker Real Estate.
Really kind of the experience as an agent, a manager, and running a big company kind of gave me the diverse background to have the confidence and knowledge to start my own.
Still sitting on the patio in Chris's backyard, we started talking about his business philosophy. Immediately, I saw his eyes light up. He started to tell me about his business and how he likes to run it.
We don't ever want to become a sterile corporate, to the extent that corporate means, no feelings, no sensitivities, where people don't have a voice, where, people, we want to be a place where people are encouraged to share ideas.
Right after he said this, he leaned forward to sit up the outside of his chair where he was sitting. His body position was businesslike and professional. The emotion of his face screamed excitement. He started talking about the difference between vertical and horizontal business. While doing this, he started to use his hands to describe what he was talking about. I could see that he was very passionate about his business philosophy versus a large corporation's philosophy.
And Chris says his philosophy is the same as Yvonne's, and basically, if you come on board with my company, I don't necessarily expect you to have to be at work 9 to 5. He said, come do your job whenever you can be the most effective. And if the waves are great on a Saturday or a Tuesday or in the middle of the day and you want to go surfing, you don't need to ask my permission. Just go surfing. Go get the job done, come back. If you have to work late at night that night or you have to come in on a Sunday, then you do what you have to do.
We want to be totally connected, same level as our people, in communication with them, because that's actually more powerful. Then we're more in touch, then they have a voice, and frankly, not always, but sometimes that voice is smarter and wiser than what the thought is we might have, because we might be out of touch with something they're experiencing, right?